inside my head. The voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog. We fighting above the law.
There we go. Make sure volume is working, everyone. Hello, good afternoon. Well, it's noon here in Canada. Saskatchewan, Canada. I know what y'all want to see. I know what y'all want to see. Let me see if I fix this. Oh, yeah, okay. Word. Man of the hour.
Hello.
Have you taken an oxy today, sir?
Jesus.
This
is stupid.
Stupid.
So I got some oxy from the doctor and took a couple. Oh.
Well, you didn't take.
Meanwhile, these frickin' idiots are getting drunk and high like every damn day.
That live is after he got home from the hospital for chest pain, lower back pain, all sorts of pain for a 44-year-old man who is a carpenter and has MS. Oh my gosh.
How horrible.
Also, how old ago was that video? 4 months ago?
Yeah, at least.
At least like 3 or 4 months ago? Get the fuck out of here. Benny is not one that should be talking about anything like that for anybody at all. So the 30 some odd subscribers I lost since that video coming out, good riddance. I really, if you want to believe that bullshit, like get fucking real. We've actually live streamed. This man still impresses its doctors with him being a full-time carpenter. So anyone here have a problem that one time, actually a total of maybe 6 times in his whole entire life that he took a pain pill? You can unsubscribe now then. We don't need people like you. Benny, that was pathetic and low, and I didn't even want to address it. I really didn't. I didn't want to address it, but whatever. It is what it is. Some of y'all have been coming to me privately. Actually, Mr. Cher hasn't even got anyone reaching out to him privately. It's been all on me because what is Cher doing to you? Are you fucking kidding me?
That's ridiculous.
So anyway, that's that. That's the end of that. I won't be addressing that again. He's not addressing it again. Oh, okay, hold on. Say it.
By the way, Benny, you bitch. I'm still not going to share that private conversation that you and I had.
Yeah.
Because I am above it. But go on, do your thing.
I will. No, he won't let me. But he's definitely got many, many, many private conversations with Benny. Even like when did the protest go when Benny went there to first start protecting him? It was within that same week he was texting my husband saying like he doesn't know how long. Tons of messages. He doesn't know how long he can do this. He doesn't know, like, and basically saying they're guilty. Not basically, he's saying, I think they're guilty. Oh, and a lot more other stuff too. But yeah, my husband still hasn't gone around saying that. Benny's stretching. Why going after me so hard? I couldn't fucking tell you. And then you actually try to make my husband look bad to hurt me. That's fucked up. And somehow there's a bunch of minions that are fucking going for that. Yeah, my husband is aware. And actually, some of you will remember. No. Okay, hopefully I don't just knock myself out of here now. But some of you will actually remember we went live talking about how we had to do at-home enema and stuff. He will never touch those again. The doctor gave him 6 tablets. There are no more. And he will never ask for them again because he had such trouble pooping.
Oh, yeah, they locked me up.
It was horrible. He was like, never again.
No, I just felt like shit.
Hey, Killer, oh my gosh, I was busy, but I missed your wife. Actually did a live yesterday. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. She was live. I got through the first few minutes, and I'm definitely going to replay that later on today and watch it in full. That was really good to see her. That's awesome. She's so beautiful. And I got the shout out in the video. I was like, yeah. Hey, mountain girl. Yeah. Okay, so Okay, Kiko. Okay, so we're over that. Welcome to the crazy train, Mallory Young, choo choo, and Crystal G. Thank you. We love you too. Yeah, it's whatever. I mean, look at him. You guys have seen him. Does he look like he's all strung out on anything? And does he look like he's having issues? He's supposed to work every day, all day, installing cabinets, making cabinets, doing other people's work he shouldn't be doing also. So, is what it is. People can say whatever the fuck they want. I addressed it only because several of you who care about us and love us were like, oh my God, I can't believe this is going around. So we're done with it. Done with that. Let the video go around. I mean, the person putting it out there, it's comical. It's comical, the things that, like, look who's saying it, right? I mean, shit. You've been up on a hill partying and getting fucked up. And also, I remember the phone call from when they were at Dr. Phil where Benny was like, oh, yeah, he got his score of cocaine while out there, and I don't know where he got it from. I'm thinking Benny fucking knows where to score the drugs for them, wherever they're at. I'm just going to leave it at that. There's a lot Benny hides from you, really, about them, and that's okay, because it will all come out. So, which hot topic do we want to get about now? Since the first hot topic is to do it, I guess, me and my husband. We're done with that. We're over that. It's been addressed, and we're not looking back at that. Oh, I do want to point out though, like, I asked him, why'd you say that on camera? Because I actually thought 4 months ago, 3 or 4 months ago, whenever that live stream was, I was like, that's gonna get clipped around, and it's going to be, used and clipped around. And he was like, I don't care. Like, I don't live my life worrying about everything that's coming out of my mouth because someone might make a clip video about it or whatever. So you can see it right there. Like, we were aware of it. If we wanted to delete that live stream, we could have, but Mark didn't care.
Yeah, still up now.
I care a lot. You'll see me a lot of times with certain things, even like when he says, like, I don't know, maybe some
Make some jokes.
yeah, jokes or sexual jokes or whatever, you hear me in the background like, oh my gosh, I wish you wouldn't say that. That's going to be clipped around or whatever. I'm always worried about what will be clipped around, and Mark doesn't care. So it is what it is. What is the next hot topic you guys would like addressed? Let me see who's all in here. Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. You know how I get when I'm on a roll. Hey, Misunderstood. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Bob. Oh, yeah, it will. Broken dishes. Talking with loose lips. I gotta re-glue my teeth in. Hey, Cowboy. Hey, Tammy Sue. Yeah, that shit. I mean, it would have made more sense if it would have been clipped around, like, 4 months ago or whatever. But that live stream was actually back when me and Benny were even friends. That's why you didn't use it and stream it. That's okay. I've heard that rumor. Trisha's gone, but so I did notice something yesterday looking at her account. She had put a picture of Benny and changed her name to Benny B or something like that. It said like Ben B, something like that. And I was like, that's weird. Why is that? But then when you clicked on it, so you could tell like she changed her name a few times, like really quickly in a row, and YouTube took a little bit to update it. So she changed it from Benny B with a picture of Benny, and then changed it to mysteries, I think, or was it mysterious? Something like that with a different picture on it. Now, here's the thing. Like, I don't want to see anyone's platform canceled. I believe she should be able to have a platform, but I don't think she should have a platform where she is putting out false information and information that's harmful to a case. You can't go tell your followers that because police have told you that they have Summer's body and that they're just waiting for autopsy reports. You can't do that. You can't say that. That's when you should not have a platform. That's not okay because it's not true. It's not factual. There's nothing shit like that. That's dangerous. Now, if she wants to make a channel where she is just going after creators and making fun of them and trashing them or twisting their words, you know what? I think that that's okay too, because just be honest about what your channel is about. Don't call it true crime. Don't say you're helping in missing children's cases. Just say that you are a drama channel. You know, yeah, it's very dangerous, very, very dangerous. And then when she goes and says stupid shit, it's whatever. Some people will believe her lies, and that pisses me off. But again, I'm on here making content. I know I open myself up to the scrutiny. That's why I don't go, Trisha, sweetheart, if you are listening, which I'm pretty sure you are, you said that I struck your channel. If I was to strike your channel, an actual legitimate strike, you would have got an email that says you got a strike from me, my name. Because when we put through strikes, we actually have to put our real personal information on the strike, because what it says is we need to use this information should there be any kind of court or anything that, you know, YouTube gets dragged into or whatever. And so you have to acknowledge that what you're putting through is a legitimate strike, that you've read the terms of services, and that you're putting through a legitimate strike, and you have to put your full name, address, all of that. So Trisha, sweetheart, since you claim you've received a strike on your channel from me, I'd like you to prove that. Show it. Show the email, because my shit's been doxed all over for the past 2 years anyways. Show that email, Trisha. Show the email where Sherry Lynette Wirch has struck your channel because of Facebook. No, that's not true. Did I report your video where you were talking shit about me? I certainly did. I reported that video. Because it wasn't just on Facebook, it was on YouTube as well. So, show where I did a strike to have your channel stricken. Show it. Show the email that you received from YouTube. And that's the other thing. You want to say your channel was hacked. It was hacked. Oh, they told me it was hacked, but you can't even keep that shit straight. You're like, oh, and it was taken down, but no, it was hacked. Show the emails. Like, seriously, I want to call you a dumb bitch, but I actually feel bad. Like, there's something not mentally stable there, and that's just proofs in the pudding there. Hey, Emma, Mr. Share, they can do one, some of us with autoimmune diseases. We have to take pain meds. No choice, much love. Emma, thank you for that. And it's Canada. They don't go crazy here in Canada. So hey, Mom, every time I see special spills, I forget it to checking. I wish we could change special spills to checking convictions. And Mama, you do not need to fight my battles. I want to remind my moderators and even just people that listen to me, please, I don't need you guys. I see you guys in chats and stuff. I don't want you guys to fight my battles because I don't care about it that enough. And I know some of you, especially Mama Checking, is very like cotton candy boobs, and a lot of them who've been writing with me for years at this point, 2 years. They've known who I am and been a part of the platform in one way or another. You do not need to like defend me in people's chats and stuff. I hate to put my like stress that I have onto y'all like that. I don't want you guys to feel like you have to do that. You don't have to. If you can ignore it, just ignore it, you know, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. They can say whatever they want about me. The thing is if I done half the shit that these people say, I would be the first person to tell you. I wouldn't hide it from you. I'm an open book for a reason. That way that nobody can try to use shit about me, but they still try to use it against me. But I've always known since I was little, if you're an open book and you just say shit, like I'm human, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to fuck up in life. Hopefully I learn from them and I move on and I do better. Sometimes people fuck up and make the same mistake multiple times, but that is okay. We're human. That's the reason why, well, Benny of all people, they're like, how could you defend someone like Benny? And I choose to see the good in people, right? Do you remember that? As like every bad thing you guys say about Benny, I can come up with 10 good things. Like, none of it really makes sense. I'm sorry, broken dishes, that disappeared. I see there was I can go back, I'm sorry. Or Shubi Mom, I'm sorry about my last super chat. I'm not usually like that. I hope you didn't. No. Thank you for that. No, not upset. Trust me, I get to where I want to vent shit out. I know all of you get that way as well. So yeah, we all fuck up. But that's when humans are supposed to come together. We aren't supposed to be. God didn't. Let's talk about God for a minute, since we got so many people that want to preach and act so godly all of a sudden in the last 7 months, right? I am not saying I do not live my life like like I believe in God. I believe in heaven and hell, the darkness and the lightness. Okay, so I don't know what I am, spiritual, Christian. I'm not sure, but I gone to church quite a bit. I used to have the Bible memorized, but that was when I was a kid and you had to memorize it for Bible study. But I'm pretty sure God wanted us on earth to help each other, be there for each other, uplift each other, not take our faults and use them to bash one another. That's not in the Bible in any religion, and I've studied multiple religions. I have never seen that is what you should be doing. So here you are trying to act all godly, but then you're using people's mistakes and their falls against them to slander them and to get an army of people that follow you and support you to then go and slander them and bully them and push them over the edge. That does not sound like any Bible I've read. That does not sound like a very Christian thing to do. So I am not sure. I'm not really sure, but I think a few people that are preaching and acting so godly and preaching the Bible every day to back and support some very bad people, I think they need to maybe go back to Sunday school or Sabbath school or whatnot, because that's not the same lessons I was taught. And that's not how my God, the God I love and the God I pray to and the God that I think, that's just not, it's not acceptable. I don't want to get preachy in here because I'm not a preacher, but I'm just saying that is not what I pictured God being like, or something that I pictured God backing and supporting. Hey, Crime and Conspiracy. Sorry, I'm not really looking at chat. I go, hi, Clementine. Misunderstood. Dalen, I don't miss a Sunday at church and I study my Bible. God commands we love each other and forgive. Forgive, love, help. Even if you have some kind of enemy, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you should turn the other cheek. I mean, we all know that. We've heard that, right? And I've turned the other cheek so many freaking times. I don't know. I need like more cheeks or something. I don't know. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of bad people hiding behind the Bible, and they're not even using it right. They're not using the Bible or scripture right. They're using it and twisting it to fit their nasty, dark lies and manipulation. They're using the Bible to manipulate everybody's. Like, are you kidding me? Let's be all the way real here. These are people that are supporting someone. And I feel bad for Benny. I do, because I hear a lot of people like, hey, your wife is divorcing you, and ha ha ha, you can't even see your son anymore. I fucking feel bad. I don't even like that as an insult to Benny. You know why? Because sure, you can hate Benny all you want, but I remember 5, 6, 7 months ago watching Benny with his son. That could be a huge insult to Benny, sure. You guys can take that and run with it, but you won't find me, no matter how bad Benny trashes me. I don't think that that's something that people should be, I I don't even think his divorce should be celebrated, to be honest. Yes, his wife went out and said a lot of nasty shit, but she went out and said a lot of nasty shit while she's hurting. She went out and said a lot of nasty shit, uh, hurting and in the heat of a moment. So yes, what is natural for women, for men and women to do in a breakup or a divorce? They want to take digs at each other, right? So do I buy everything that was said in that? No, I don't. But I can't be happy about people. I see it on here. Ha ha ha. Like he doesn't even get to see his son anymore. That's fucking sad, you guys. Because I remember seeing him with his son, and I remember how happy and the smile on his son's face, all of the good things Benny was doing and treating his son, like his son was happy. And so now his son is then missing his dad. And why? Well, because mommy and daddy have issues, yes, but it is not okay with me to think people could be celebrating that, because yeah, well, sure, Benny could be hurting for that. I'm sure he is. But I'm remembering his son is probably hurt the most right now. Where's my dad? Benny was home with his kid all the time. Like, I'm sorry, guys. That's not a dig. That's not right. And again, he can throw me under the bus all he wants, but there's certain things that are just wrong is wrong. I'm not going to celebrate it even for my worst enemy. I have been around YouTube and obsessed with the reality of your platform. The truth is refreshing. Thank you. Brown eyes blue. Thank you for that. Let me check. Yeah, I feel bad for this kid too. These aren't insults that should be even had. You're trying to hurt Benny, but in the midst of it, you're forgetting there's a child hurt. And the same people who are on this platform trying to help bring Summer home and defending and fighting for children. But the very same people and very same platform is happy that there's another hurting child. Benny's son has to be hurting to not have his father all the time again. That's just reality. I don't even care who you are. Hate Benny all you want. Like I'm trying to say that the insults going around are just pathetic and petty, and I think we should be doing better. I realize I do the same, but I've been trying to keep it separate from actually the case. But there are things that need to be addressed. What's all this Sunday talk, church talk, Bible talk, for fuck's sakes? Listen, I'm trying to use it correctly. You don't like it, step the fuck off. I spent a whole 3 minutes saying can't use God and the Bible to hide it behind doing bad things and twist God's word to fit narratives. That's not what the Bible is. That's not what God is. It's not she brought it up again. I'm back on talking about it. You're welcome. My feelings on Benny have nothing to do with anyone but him. I would never comment on anyone in his family. No, people talk about his mom, or even that he lives in his mom's garage. I don't give a shit about any of that. So what? So he's got a roof over his head. Let's not even talk about Benny anymore. I'm trying to make, a statement that it's really pathetic what adults are doing. And even my haters. Well, that should be a wake-up call to Trisha. Me and Benny are working together. Like, you need to smell up and smell the coffee. Benny and I haven't been cool for months now. How are we working together? Like, it's just pathetic. It's pathetic. Trying to, not all the time, but sometimes I spread positive love. You can be praying and 2 minutes later bullying people. Exactly. That's the thing with Trisha, is that she's got people on every side, even people who don't like each other, that are like, holy shit, this is not okay. This is not normal. I really don't want to go too long on Trish either, to be honest, because she's not well. She is not well, and I don't want to keep talking about it. There's nothing more I can say about her. She is not well. The best thing she can do is stay off of YouTube and just try, I don't know, get some help. We all need help. We all need it. Especially dealing in a missing kids case or murder cases or doing true crime, right? I was thinking that the other day. I think anyone that's dealing or trying to be helpful in these cases, we should almost all have our own team of therapists because it is a lot. Well, then, yeah, you just don't watch her then, but what's another hot topic? What are your thoughts on what they did to Ziggy? This shit has to stop to all YouTubers. What all happened with Ziggy? I heard little bits and you guys, a lot of it, unless it's like something very useful, I really just don't watch it. I haven't watched Ziggy's. If I went on the computer and showed you guys, you would see. I haven't watched any of her videos. Certain things to me, I just don't subscribe to it. I don't watch it. If it gets recommended in my feed, because I used to watch it all the time, I will hit the don't recommend to my channel thing right there that pops up. You can all do that. To me, it's all distractions. I don't need it. That's not useful to me in helping with Summer Wells. None of it is. Shit, we got Benny Keys there right now at Don and Candace's house, filming these videos, trashing us from the very chair. It looked like freaking Candace was passed out on. There, he's at Don and Candace's now. So, and the whole thing, I said Benny had a brother in Houston. I never said that. I mean, technically those words did come out of my mouth, but if you actually listen to what was said, I was saying, Trisha lies. Trisha says Benny has a brother in Houston. Come on, people. Like I was saying it was a lie, but somehow it came, oh, Cher saying I have a brother in Houston. No, I wasn't saying that. I was actually saying that that was not true. Oh yeah, well, unless it's an old video that he just put out yesterday. But as of yesterday, if you look at the background, that's Don and Candace's house, not his. That's Don and Candace's brown lazy boy chair. So yes, he, as of yesterday, I believe, unless those are old videos, he's just now posting yesterday. He's back at Don and Candace's. Just look at you have to look at the videos. Look at that's not his normal background. You can see, and then you look at Don and Candace's videos. That is Don and Candace's house that he filmed that video that was posted yesterday, or the last two videos are Don and Candace's. So like I said, they could be old videos he's just now posting, or he's there yesterday. Oops, was that not supposed to be told? I mean, sorry. Just look at the surroundings. Hey, Sharon. There's not a single cell of good in BK toxic and evil. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about that anymore. I really have nothing to say about it. What he's doing is wrong. How did he find that true? After how many searches? After Echo searches is found there? That's weird. Now, his wife made a comment that Benny became obsessed with Summer Wells a week before Summer even went missing. As I said, the wife or ex-wife, I don't know if that's a true statement, because I think certain things are being said to dig, because look at how we all dig at each other. We don't even know each other like that. Could you imagine a wife being upset and going through a divorce? Think of the things that would be said, right? And so I think that might have just been added in there to try and get people to, oh, look at Benny. Like, I think that was a dig, because I honestly don't know if I can believe that. Now, it's my belief I introduced Benny and Cam and Allie to Don. However, I've seen the productions and how people act in this. That could have been all staged and acted. Maybe they knew Don before. It's very possible at this point. I don't put anything that's like not impossible. Maybe he was aware of who Don and Candace were before even I did, and maybe he pretended to not really know them or whatever, because you've seen what happened. Get them involved, everyone pushes me away, pushes me out. What for? Well, it's because I wasn't going with the narrative, right? I wouldn't stick with this one narrative everyone wanted, and I really got pushed out. The other thing that makes me know that they don't believe Don and Candace are innocent is because Benny and Sissy, there's 3 people that actually wanted me to get sexual with Don Wells. They wanted me to pretend I was into him. Maybe it was so that they could try and be like get me like, oh, look at she's doing this or that with Don, and then like break me and Mr. Sheriff or something. But right away I was like, I'm not doing that. What the fuck? No way. Oh, but yes, I was. There was phone calls. And they wanted me to send selfies to Don. Oh, sure. If you just acted like you were interested a little bit. Sissy says like Don really, really like likes you and like you like he would spill to you should you, you know. Yeah, it was definite hints that I should be stepping things up with Don because I would have him eating out of my hand, they said. That's what they said. And I was like, no, what? And that's when I really started getting pushed. When I was like ignoring certain things or people wanted me to take this and run with it, I knew it was just a distraction. So I think that kind of pissed people off too. And when I wasn't following, you know, I was being gifted people's addresses and pictures of their house. And I wasn't following the doxing narratives they wanted me to. And I slowly like realized more and more. And then I slowly seen, oh, Benny was allowing trashing of me in his chat. So I would reach out to Benny, like, what are you allowing that shit for? Like, what are you doing? Why would you allow that? Because what would I allow trashing of him in my chats? Fuck no. I went off on people, deleted people, defended him. And then I go and see in his chats he was allowing and the trashing of me. And then when I'd ask him privately, like, what are you doing? Why are you allowing that? That shouldn't be allowed. Like, what the fuck's up with that? He would actually say, oh, I didn't see that. Or come on, Cher, like, why are you paying more attention to people trashing you in my chats? Like, I don't see everything. I was doing this, or I was, you know, rolling a blunt, or I was making a coffee. I didn't even see that. Bullshit. You allowed half your mods to trash me. So I slowly started to see I was being pushed out. And then Don straight up had told me one day, I don't need you anymore. I have 100 more people doing things better than you can. And I said, okay, well, I hope that works out for you. Yeah, so I mean, it is what it is. I saw the changes that were happening. And, you know, it didn't matter. And a lot of people were telling me from the beginning, why did you, I missed it. Can you re-put that, Juju, please? Yes, I did miss it. I'm not paying attention to the chat. A lot of times if I look at the chat, I steer off. So I just want to vent today. But I will. I have soul mode on 45. You guys, what did, I want to see, Juju Bees. Juju Bees. It's not letting me go back enough. If you could rewrite it, Juju, I am watching. Don always defended Benny like they were best friends for 20 years. It is very possible. It is possible that they have known each other in the past. It very well is possible. Anything is possible in this case. At this point, you could tell me aliens came down and took Summer, and I'm going to be like, oh, okay. Because, like, I don't, nothing makes sense to me anymore. But I'm going to stick with, TBI would have told me a long time ago when I specifically said, do you want me to step away from talking to them? Should I just leave this alone altogether, or should I keep them talking? Keep them talking as long as you're comfortable. You don't get told that if there's not something there. TBI, like some people said, oh, TBI was just being nice to you. TBI doesn't need to be nice to me. TBI can be like, butt the fuck out, girl. You're not helping this in any way. Butt out. We hear what they say about social media, blah, 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 right? They know I'm on YouTube. So if social media is such the cause of so many distractions and false leads and all this shit, that would have been the perfect time for them to say, butt out, thank you, or whatever. Didn't even have to thank me for what I've done, right? But they could have just said, no, we don't need you. We've got this. Thank you for what you've done, whatever. They didn't have to be polite to me or anything. They could have just said, bitch, please stop. You're harming the case. Stop what you're doing. Thank you. You know? Because there was a time where I was like, I was a little bit nervous once we seen back in August of everything coming out. He was talking about $1 million ideas and pay-per-view ideas and things going much deeper than owning the cartel money. I was like, holy shit. There's something not right with these people. And maybe I shouldn't be talking to them, right? But no, and I'm telling you, head agent Anna specifically told me, I've shown you the calls. I'll never forget that conversation. And that was while everyone's like, oh, TBI is telling me Cher's going to be in prison cell next to Donnie Canis, da da da. And I'm thinking, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, what are you doing? Then you got other people, oh yeah, I talked to TBI. Agents are telling me this and agents are telling me that. Oh, no, they're not. They're not telling you shit. They are not talking to any YouTubers. Like, even when I call and they know I talk to Don and Candace, they aren't giving me information, you guys. They're letting me say whatever and they're documenting that, but they're not saying either way, like, yes, oh yeah, this is useful, or yeah, we're going to use this. They can't say that. The only thing I've been told that is a little something is when TBI said, we'd rather you really don't show that clip to your followers. And that's the first time I ever been told that. And then was it just less than a week ago talking to Detective Pruitt, who is actually the head detective on the case, not Ronnie Lawson, which a lot of you know. Even he was like, I really can't say much, but he kind of did, because he was like, if things are of substance, I do make it to my desk. Because my question was, should I send them to you too, or is it okay just sending it to TBI, or do you want me to send them to you as well? Make sure it's coming to your desk too. He was like, anything with substance, TBI gets to my desk right away. And he knew who was on that call, so he's seen it. So that's something. Okay. Juju, did she repeat her question? No, I've not seen it. BK, so he would be the exclusive YouTuber to have access to the wells to increase his views. I mean, I don't know. Well, I wasn't the original. I was just the one he landed with, that more of like a wild card. But we knew that Don wasn't going to specifically talk to one YouTuber. But you guys will notice. No, I went back to find Juju if she rewrote the comment, and I don't see it. I went all the way back up to the top. Can anyone else find what Juju? Oh, look up, kiddo. Juju comment posted special souls. Okay, where? Look up. Okay, Fruit Loop, Gracie, special spills, Lou, Tracy, Frankie. Sandwich. Taco Tuesday. No, I just got the same one Mr. Post. I'm not seeing another comment. Okay. Juju, I'm staring at the comments right now, which I will do for the next 90 seconds. Please write it one more time. I'm literally going to stop talking. I'm going to mute, and I'm just going to. Yeah, being the main one was never a thing to me, though. If I cared about that, special spills talking about PGOA, she is trouble. Okay, that one. Oh, that's the Prayer Garden. I don't know what the OA is. Is it like Prayer Garden of America? I don't know. Prayer Garden, anyway. Okay. Someone please help me join Patreon. I don't have a Patreon. That's the other thing. I'm one of very few creators that doesn't have the multiple platforms to make money on. Yeah, I know. Secret to the Sauce. He thought if he could get your spot, it would look good on. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. But I'm watching for Juju's comment, so I see where she said something to Mama checking. She deserves it, share. Any person with common sense will know how LE conducts cases, especially high profile. Okay, Juju comment. Let's discuss per garden, calling people involved with the Walls case, Hunter's death. Oh, okay. That's what she said. Okay. I mean, we can't stop that. That's what we've all done. I mean, I've called everybody involved, right? But yeah, there's something. Oh, that's okay. It is what it is. They wanted to try to attack my husband, to attack me. They did that because they wanted a response from me. With people like that, they know that, you know, you go for their loved ones to get to them. They know that I wanted to go live and snap, and I stopped myself. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do that, because that's what they wanted. That's why you attack my husband, because they know my husband doesn't care, and he's just like, whatever. Like, look, he said it there on his thing. So no, I mean, that is a good way to get me to snap, is talking shit about my husband or the people I love, and they know that. I haven't spoken to H's dad because I think he is a liar, Juju. But I do think that Prayer Garden, you guys are saying PGOA, and I didn't even know. Is it Prayer Garden of America? Please tell me that. That's like stupid. There is something up with her. I can't figure out exactly who she is, but she's definitely someone I have talked to through Dawn and Candace before. A lot of people have been put, oh, it's this person, it's that person. I don't know. Like, it's definitely not someone that I think should be interfering and putting stuff on, but I don't know. They believe Ernie, okay, and has Ernie on all the time. That's fucking weird. Well, listen, they attacked my husband to get to me because they wanted me to go online and snap. And when I do that, then they'd be like, look at her, oh my gosh, she's snapping, what is she on? And so it is what it is. I mean, that was a dig at me because Benny knows my past and my troubles with pills and everything. So he wanted to, and he did. He blamed me. What is Cher doing to you? It's not what Cher is doing to you. Why did that disappear? Gracie, thank you so much. Why are my things disappearing? Welcome, Crystal G. I think welcome back because you were a member before. Now, she doxed herself. Oh, she did? Oh, see, I didn't see that. See, a lot of I just don't watch it because it's like I barely have enough time to follow the things that, in my opinion, are of substance and value to be watching from some of these people. Reverend Donna, True Crime with Eve. I watch J for Justice. I watch CDT, Alex Erickson. I'm watching a lot of people who, like, even newer channels that are trying to put the truth out there. I'm rewatching a lot of my stuff with the Wells over and over again. I'm watching the news things over and over again. I'm watching Chris McDonough's things over and over again. I don't have enough time. PG called Frank Light. No way. And Don F. Sr. and Hunter's dad. She's discussing the case with them. Stop it. See, no, see, I just unsubbed, asked not to be recommended those channels because it's less shit. No, he found a two. No. I know he found a shoe. He found some shoe, and there's pictures of somewhere in that same shoe. But now to go back to being the original or whatever, they just wanted to get in. You guys, from I think the very first time I ever had Dawn Walls on my channel, I never wanted to be the only one. I made it always a team and invited other people because for me, it was never about only me getting information. It was about having multiple people hearing what is coming out of their mouths and all of us being able to study that and talk about it and make sense of it all together. I wanted everybody's. We had Kim, we had Ali, me, Mr. Cher, Benny. Who else did we have? We had freaking Terry at one point. I had so many different people. I never tried to keep the wells to myself or wanted it all about myself and only my content. I, from the beginning, brought a team of other creators in, and a lot of us who had different opinions about it, because I thought that was fair. Sissy, you will hear Candace talk about Sissy a lot, and I really, really thought, yeah, chasing truth, exactly. Yes, it was never about me trying to be the only one. It was always about trying to make sense of the words coming out of these people's mouths. And yeah, if I really wanted to, I didn't have to invite any of those people. They were always a part of it. Even before doing the interviews, we had group video calls that we never aired live. We would all meet up on StreamYards and chit chat multiple times. We had private conversations after we would get on the phone. We would talk with them, or I had multiple phone calls even that weren't private with Don that I would do while Cam and Allie and Benny was all on Facebook video calls or on the other lines. Like, we were all on phones together. I never, ever tried to keep everything to myself. That's not doing a service to Summer. That's not the way I looked at it. Is you want as many people with different opinions to bring their heads together and try to make sense of it, because we didn't want all of these. I didn't want all of these crazy distractions. And the minute that they all knew that I was friends with psychics, which has always been apparent on my channel, that's when Benny sent me some fucking preaching text message. You've gone off course and aligning yourself with whatever. Like, I don't know, it was weird. And that's his thoughts or whatever, you know, but it was never about me trying to keep the wells to myself, or clearly not about me worrying about having the content. Because if I was only worried about the content, I would have had nobody else involved. It would have just been me and my husband from the beginning and fuck everybody else. But that's not helping Summer. That's not doing Summer a service. That's only worrying about my channel and the content. I've never done that. I've literally never done that. If I did, like I said, all the content would have been mine in private. I would never have had anyone else come back and join us in it. From the multiple phone calls you guys still haven't heard. Everything. I've never ever done it by myself, because you know what? I'm just me. I'm just one human. I'm Cher. I have anxiety. It's not something I knew that I could handle alone. Were you ever approached by Tim Mullins to bring you on Side and Control? Yes. Personally, Tim Mullins, I don't think ever personally Tim Mullins. But yeah, if I would have gone with the narrative, I would have still been a part of that. I was invited to Don and Candace's numerous times, even when I was in Minnesota. I could have gone. It's not that expensive to drive from Minnesota to Tennessee. We know I love traveling, so it's just not. The way I saw it is that house should have been treated as a crime scene. Did I want to go there? Yeah, it was definitely discussed. However, I actually never went. I never went. I was invited to stay there at Don and Candace's. I actually joked, like, "Oh yeah, I can't. Oh, I don't want to say some of the stuff." But I was like, "Yeah, sure. Your wife wants me staying in that house. Like, I'm pretty sure she'll smother me when I'm sleeping." That's honest to God what I said. PG is calling people involved with the case. Hunter's dead. Yeah. Den says she knows they're not involved. Well, that's some bullshit, because we got from Don that he right away went to the Lights house that night. He didn't even wait for TBI. I asked him, why didn't you wait for TBI? Like, that's their job. Why would you go there first? I'm sorry, but it's fucked up. Hey, Jennifer, PG keeps saying weird shit, like if she wants D and C to stop talking, she can put a stop to it. What the hell is that? Well, if she is someone who's been behind the scenes. Now, really quick, back to Tim Mullins. Yes, I have his phone number from Don, but I never called him. So I'm like, I don't have anything to say to Tim Mullins. I've had many, many weird emails from people claiming to be this, that, or whatever. So yeah, he has definitely wanted me to be in personal contact with Tim Mullins, but I never ever called. All his sisters, his dad. He used to want me to fucking call his dad while live and help like pretty much control what his dad was saying. It's so fucked up. Well, not to say that the lights aren't still involved in some way. Something could have happened, and maybe that's maybe like let's say some accident happened. Let's say something happened and then they decided let me drive down to the lights with her or whatever. Like I don't really know. Um yeah. How can you know that none of them are involved, Prayer Garden? Like, I'm sorry, but that is suspicious as fuck. You cannot say that none of them are involved when they all have ties to literally charges of being pedophiles. That's the truth. Dustin, I think that there's a lot of bad people being brought into this to distract away. That's the thing with Don. You hear from Don and Candace. It's always, well, look at this person, look at that person. Well, this person's bad, that person's bad. Hey, evil exists. So it's very easy where a lot of people are like, oh, okay, well, you're right. Like Don's right. So without a reasonable doubt, and that's from the beginning what they have wanted to bestow in people's minds is they wanted from the beginning, from this is we've had a abduction. I'm sorry, but usually in cases where they make the 911 call with a narrative, like I think right away of Christian Andriacchio. That was not suicide. Okay, there's no way. And right away, that 911 call, it's we got a suicide here. And then we got one of the cases that he studied, the stairway murders, where Michael Peterson had not one but two wives die on the staircase and hit their heads on the stairs, and he's gotten away with it. He's gotten away with it. I think he did like a few years in jail, but somehow like he got out of jail. That is one of the cases that Don has studied. I know because I sent that to him. I'm like, have you heard of this? And my exact words, like I said, you all will see one day, to get Don's reaction. I'm like, you should watch this. Oh yeah, why? What happened? Well, this man got away with two murders. Two of his wives died, and I swear he murdered them, but he's free today, Don. Oh, okay. And links were sent and he was watching it. That's weird to me. Why did I do that? I've sent him cases like that a lot because it's his reaction that I wanted to get. If it's you or me and we have a missing daughter and we don't have nothing to do with it, do we need to watch other cases to see how we have to act? Do you see what I'm saying here? Like he had to study cases to know how he should be reacting. And that's a lot what happens. His media manager has been doing that all along, but it's called coaching. There is media coaching for people in high profile cases. And if you watch that, the trial by media, it's 3 different cases. You actually see they bring people in like that Michael Peterson. He actually paid for somebody to come in. They were in the courtroom. They put him on the stand and they told him like, how his face should look, how he should be acting. Okay, when we bring this up, like, and they would actually have discussions about it, like, oh, okay, well, he's not showing enough like remorse here or there, and they would talk about it. It's coaching, it's media coaching for people that are in high profile cases, and that is what Don has gone through. It's very sus, and it was sus to me because if it was me and people were doing that to me, Casey Anthony was one of them. It was Michael Peterson. The second one was the McCann case. I sent that to him. Mm-hmm. Grooming. It's now the other thing I want to point out about that. Yeah, Michael Peterson was rich. He had millions of dollars to spend on all of that. But the other thing with that is the reason that I sent him those things is because put in the chat before I say it, what type of person needs to study? We need someone to drop out of this chat or someone to come in because we are at 666 and you know that makes me weird. But what type of person needs to study how their face should be, how their reaction should be, and all of this? What type of person, put it in the chat, needs to actually study how their reactions should be? We are true crime, so this should be right at the top of your... Yeah, guilty. Guilty comes to mind, but there's a specific guilty. Yeah, guilty. Narcissist. Yeah. On the spectrum for something to narcissistic. Yep. So I'm gonna say exactly, Donna. That's what I was looking for. Yes, Jennifer. A sociopath needs to study, and we've seen this with kind of Chris Watts. Didn't know how he should be kind of acting. And I almost wonder if that's why NK was Googling Amber Frey, was more so to study how she should be acting. Maybe, well, that we know she wanted to make money, right? But yeah, guilty, manipulators, and personality disorder of a sociopath. That would be why you need to study. Yep. Yay, Frank Light was on horseback searching for summer. PG says he's a good person, huh? Oh, really? Really? Well, I disagree with that. Yeah, very sus to me. NK is a sus too. But you shouldn't have to study what your reaction should be in a real life situation, such as your daughter is missing. Why do you need to study that? So yeah, people want to get on me. Well, why'd you send him that? Why'd you tell him to look at those then? Why? It's much like if a lot of you actually listen to the way I talk to Don. Oh, everyone's like, oh, you're just besties with him and kissing his ass. I'm actually not. I was actually concerned from the very beginning that people were going to point out my facial expressions and everything because I have very, very bad poker face. I think maybe that's why I left my camera off for some of them. But if you actually go back to the past, 8 months of content, and you watch me talking to Don, it's not me being buddy-buddy with him. It's me actually... True share PG is trouble. Yeah. I was actually talking to him to try and slip him up. Like it's yes, they need to think that you are bestie with them, but also putting in things to see what is their true reaction. A guilty sociopath, right? None of your business. And so certain things, like the one day I know a lot of people came for me where I was talking to him and I kept saying, oh, do you and Ronnie, your cousin Ronnie Lawson, go to the same church? And he was like, no, he's Baptist. And I was like, oh, because I figured, family from the same area and you and Ronnie being cousins, you'd probably be a part of the same religion. And he was like, no, Ronnie's Baptist, I think, or whatever. Like he never, ever corrected me about him being his cousin. In that same conversation, about 5 minutes later, I was like, okay, so tell me again about June 15th when Summer died. And right away, he was like, what? Excuse me, what did you just say? I'm like, June 15th when Summer got gone. And he was like, oh. And a lot of people got upset with me. Why would I say that to him? And I said that to him because it wasn't something expected. And I wanted to see his honest reaction to that. So he corrected me about that, but he took a minute to pause and was like, what the fuck did she just say to me? So you can take that either way. That was good. He caught on. I said that. 5 minutes before that, he didn't catch on to correct me about Ronnie Lawson being his cousin about 3 or 4 times in a fucking row. Oh yeah, tripped him up a few times. That's always been my goal. Now the thing with law enforcement and all these agents and stuff, they can lie to Don and Candace to try and get out of them, but there is actually a certain protocol and things that they have to follow. I'm just a regular person. I'm just a girl who has a YouTube channel. I don't have no protocols to follow unless the law enforcement calls me up and says, hey, back off, you're hurting this case. If they did that, okay, yeah, cool. Like, obviously, I have to listen to that. I have no protocols. I could have said it is actually illegal for detectives to lie to Don and Candace. So I don't have no protocols. I can say whatever I want to them. And like, I'm just like, I have no degrees. I have no license. I don't have nothing I have to follow. I'm just a human. I'm just a girl on YouTube. Like what Don's like, you're so stupid, Cher. You're so stupid. I'm like, I know, Don. I'm just a stupid girl on YouTube. I know. But you keep talking to this stupid girl no matter what she says. I'm so stupid. Oh, fuck yeah. I think that's going to happen. I think they'll let him sweat it out for a little bit. So it's been a week and a half about. Freedom of speech. Yeah, to a point, right? Also, remember, Sherry, you are lots smarter than Don, too. Hey, Betsy. I'm thinking the judge letter was fake. When does that even happen? Oh, I didn't even know a judge letter. I didn't even know about that. If we're talking about that, the one letter that Don and Candace put out, they wrote that. That was the day before he went to jail. He knew he was going to jail. And I've been telling people like the week before, he knew he was going to jail. Remember all of the recordings of him freaking out with Candace? We need your daddy right now. They're trying to separate us so that we'll flip on one another. Instead of like, well, no, there's no flipping. Like, you know, he slipped up with multiple people too. Like on the phone, he has told me and Mr. Scher, they're never going to find the evidence on me and my wife. Pause, because there isn't any, because he knew he fucked up in saying that. They're never going to find the evidence on me and my wife. What do you mean they're never going to find the evidence? To me, that always will be the wrong word. It should have been they will never find any evidence on me and my wife because there isn't any. Not the. That sticks out to me, and people don't understand, but certain things will stick out to me. That could have been a slip, sure. But that's not a slip to me. Or that is a slip to me. That's not no, you shouldn't say, I would never say they're never going to find the evidence. Because that's telling me there was some evidence, there was evidence, right? Like, call me stupid all you want, Don, but I'm not that stupid. You would never say that. They're never going to find the evidence. You would just never say that. It sounded like he was scared. Yeah, you know what? I think Don 7 alibis means subconsciously the 7 children she's abandoned. Well, that's something. You just email TBI. That's the best thing you can do. If you have something that's worth sending, even if you don't think, if you're questioning, because to me, a lot of times I'm like, am I just crazy? Am I bothering them by sending this in? To me, in my opinion, it's better to be safe than sorry. If they don't use it, it's nothing to them, then it's nothing. But you sent it in, right? And that's what I had told TBI from the beginning. I'm like, I'm sending you in information that to me stands out. Hey, some.of, and to me is something big. If it's nothing, I apologize, but I'm sending it in to feel better. And I'm not a detective, so maybe even things that aren't like big things, like as simple as that, the alibi, you know, I'm not a detective. I don't know what's little or big or something that they pick up on. So of course they've always been told. And not that I get a choice. We don't get a choice if law enforcement wants to take our phones and computers, people. If they wanted that, they could have it. But they've known that from the beginning. Whatever you guys want from me, I will give to you. Like, what do you need? Like, we just want to be helpful, not harmful. Oh, keep them talking as long as you're comfortable. Okay. Mysterious Jack. Hey, Wandering Hearts. Mysterious Jack Morlock is who runs all funerals. When he said that about they'll never find the evidence, that actually did make me concerned with the whole cremation thing. Because it was like they knew. And then there was that time where people told Candace, hey, we think there was a sighting of Summer. Candace didn't even for a second stop and think or have hope. She was like, that's not Summer. Who does that? You don't have no hope whatsoever. So that tells me already too that you already like know that it's not possible. How do you know that? Because you clearly know it's not possible that it was her. So, hey, Love and Light, are they borderline autistic adults? I don't know. I don't want to. I'm not a doctor. I can't say that. No, I don't know. But we need. I started watching that. I don't know how to say her name. I think it's Brittany Goosney. Is that how you say her name? The bitch that actually went to drop all her kids off and she killed her youngest because her boyfriend didn't want them no more or something like that. You know what I'm talking about? Again, she tried to say it disappeared. Oh, it disappeared at 4:30 in the morning from this bed. Bullshit. I'm sorry, guys, but Don loves to post about statistics. Okay, let's go with statistics then. Let's go with statistics. And statistically, when a child goes missing from the house, it's not a stranger. It does happen. There's lots of bad people in that area. Why did they wait till she was 5, though? Why did they wait right before kindergarten? Like, what is going on here? We got clips I played from the very call I sent TBI, the very same phone call where Candace is telling me, where I'm like, you guys tell me, are you okay or are you being put under someone's thumb? Are you guys like, all right, just like, you can tell me anything. You can say, no, Cher, I'm not okay, or whatever, like anything. Are you two okay or are you two under someone's control? Candace couldn't fucking wait. And what she's screaming in the background, we're fucking awesome. What? Usually the parents. And that is statistics. That's facts. So, he wants us to go with statistics and facts, but he doesn't want to go with that one. And that's the number one statistic. It's going to be one of the parents or the loved one. Now, another statistic we will go for is it's typically, unless there's, the sexual stuff in the past, which we do have that. So statistics might not go here, but it will be mostly the mother. That's statistics. Look it up. It's there to see. Statistically, it's going to be the mom over the dad, unless there's, the sexual stuff going on. Now, I don't know how, I don't even want to speak on that part because that will all come out one day, right? But no matter what, either way we look at the statistics, if there's SA or not, okay, we got dad in there or not, we got mom. So statistically, it's going to be mom or dad or fucking both. And we caught John saying we multiple times. He hasn't also said kidnapper, right? It's not an abductor ever or a kidnapper ever. It's kidnappers, abductors. He's always made it multiple. He's always made it multiple people. And why are you going to have an hour and a half long conversation with the whole Light family when your daughter's been missing for fucking 3 hours and you go for an hour and a half and go hang out with these people talking? Why? What if she came home? Candace, your daughter's missing, and you fucking drive down the road for 45 minutes. What if she found her way back home? When you left after your daughter just got gone? Did you leave your 3 boys at home? So if she did come home, again, that's fucked up. Did you leave your 3 boys at home and go drive down the road for 45 minutes after your daughter just got took? Or did they go for the ride with you too? Like, come on, Candace, answer that, address that. It's we. We turned here. We was sitting 2 feet away. I'm telling you guys, Don was not at work that day. If he was at work, he wasn't at work a whole day. He was home probably by noon. Yeah, there's 3 boys. Yeah, no, Don did. I don't know if they both went there, but Don did. Go back and rewatch my interviews, y'all. They went back to the Light's house within 3 hours. The summer got gone, and he says he sat there for an hour and a half with the Light family. Candace, answer one question. When you left for 45 minutes, because it was after you called 911, okay, and by the time you pulled back in your own words, if you can remember, the police was pulling up, and it took them 45 to 50 minutes to get to your house. So let's rewind now. You say, I hopped in the car and I drove all the way down to the holler. Okay, so you were in that car for 45 to 50 minutes, Candace. Where was Josie and Waylon and Wyatt? When you drove almost an hour right after your daughter got took, did you leave your 9-year-old son, or how old was he? 9? I don't know their ages, but did you leave your other 3 minor, beautiful children at the house alone, or did they go for a ride with you? Answer that. That's a question I've never heard answered. I want to know that. Hey, Benny, Mr. Media, or Mr. Tim Mullins, that's a question, a very serious question I think should be answered. After your daughter was just abducted by kidnappers, did you then leave for almost an hour and leave your other children at home before the police got there? Answer that question. Has anyone heard that answered before? Let's figure that out. That'll tell me a lot right there too. If you actually had the fucking nerve to leave your 3 minor children at home after 1 child just got took. Fucking lying bitch. Candace, you don't want to talk to me and you never liked me because you know exactly how dumb I'm not. You dumb bitch. And that's why you never wanted Don talking to me. You knew he'd slip up with me. You knew it. And he did multiple times. That's why you would call 100 fucking times in a row every time I'm on the phone with Don, trying to interrupt. That's why I finally had to fucking leave the house to call me. That's why you had to have the other phone that I'm not sure, well, you probably know about it now, but yeah, there was another phone that you didn't even know about to blow up every time we talked. Ha. Candace Wells. Did you take the boys for that 45, 50-minute drive down the hollers with you? Did you? Or did you leave them at home knowing that there was kidnappers nearby? Huh? Hey, Sam, I am. Yeah, everything. It's always, Lips is like, nope. I'm guessing she left the boys right there at that house. Hello. Red flag right there, right? Boys were deaf at home. And I believe what Lip says too, guys, because she got pretty close with Candace, so she would know. So left at home. I'm going with they were left at home. And in fact, I'm actually going to go as far as saying there's not a proper answer for that. You could say you took him with you, or you could say you left him at home. It's both fucked up. Because let me tell you something, Candace, if you want to get on and try and fix this fucking question, and I want everyone with a channel, please ask this question, apply the pressure for this question. Because let me tell you, Candace Bly, actually, your husband's fucking happier and pig and shit being in jail away from you. Apply the pressure. Let's ask. Oh, with grandma? Yeah, that could be. Yeah, I forgot grandma was there. Either way, it's still fucked up because with my 5-year-old, if she's missing and she used to come home, they want to come home to see your mom, right? Why would you leave for an hour? It's fucked up no matter what. And yeah, I was told that too, Lips, that Grandis was sleeping. You know what else was even said? What Dawn actually said is that Candace refused to talk to the police much. They wanted to keep talking to her and she was just being a bitch to them and wouldn't really she was not cooperating well with them. So I don't even know if I believe the hospital visit. We got someone pointed out in the Chris McDonough interview H when H is talking about Candace picked him up and he had to move boxes from the passenger front seat to the back seat. So I got to re-listen to that again. But yeah, that's what's being heard. If that's true, then where did Grandma sit? Did you put Grandma with a bum knee in the back seat with Summer? I'm sorry, something's not right there. Where was she even slipped? Was she sitting in the car when the TikToks were filmed, when she got Hunter and Summer in there and flowers and, the forest and everything? Did Grandma then just go sit in the car when she was filming the TikToks? Or how did that exactly happen? Because that doesn't make sense to me. If she told Chris McDonough she helped her and held her arm, walked her down to the watering hole, she would have been seen in that video then. I'm saying, was she sitting in the back? Because she dropped Grandma off to the hospital, right? And then went to pick up Hunter. Why does Hunter say he had to move boxes from the front seat to the back seat? Wouldn't have Grandma already been sitting in that front seat? If she wasn't, that means Candace had her sitting in the back. Had Grandma, big, and she's a bigger girl, sitting in the back seat with a bum knee. And I'm sorry, my ex's mom had a bad knee. She had her surgery done, a fake knee put in and everything. And no way would it be comfortable for her to sit in the back of a truck. It would always have to be the front passenger seat, right? I didn't catch that. I can't remember who caught that, but they brought it up in the comments, and I did go back to rewatch yesterday. So either you made your mom sit in the back with a bum knee and didn't move the box out front, or Grandma never fucking went. I'm sorry, I still feel like Grandma did not go that day. I don't believe that at all. I don't think they gave video to Chris McDonough, but they did confirm there was a prescription picked up for Grandma. Now, that could have been anybody. It could have been just Candace picking it up through the drive-thru and say, yep, Grandma had a prescription. Only the TBI in that can probably get the medical records, and I actually think you need some kind of special warrant for that, but I don't know. Maybe they can get that. I don't know how that works, but it would be interesting to see, was she really at the hospital June 15th? Because I heard she was at the hospital June 4th. The exact same scenario we're being sold from June 15th happened on June 4th. That's weird. I'm sorry, but I really don't think Grandma was with that day. If she was, you put your poor mom with a bum knee in the back seat of a truck, and that's painful. That's horrible. Yeah, they would know. Grandis was not at the hospital day. I don't think she was either. So they would be able to know that, or do they need some kind of special warrants to get medical records to say that? I'm not sure how that works. I'm not sure that's something they would put out publicly anyway, because there's going to be things, of course, that they know and they're holding to themselves. But no, I do not think that Grandma went with that day. Grandma was not there. I don't believe that at all. Just like Hunter's like, yeah, they left me me and Summer for over an hour in the store. Bullshit. Who takes over an hour in the grocery store and all they fucking come out with was milk and a couple bags of groceries? No, I'm sorry, no. Over an hour? Yeah, and we sat in the car, whatever. I hope this video of that, was he really in the truck with her? Like, I'm getting Gannon Stotch fucking memories of Letitia leaving Gannon in the car, but he was probably hurt or like something going on there or whatever. I'm like literally having Letitia Stotch flashbacks of that. No, I don't think that was Grandis in the truck. I'm sorry, but that is a perfect match for Leslie's voice. That's not Grandma's voice. I've been on the phone with Grandma on group call with Grandma, Dawn, and Candace 2 times. That's not Grandma's voice. I mean, let's get a voice analysis that's actually like a specialist in doing that. I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so. Oh, I knew she was going to play that because I knew right away when she was wearing that lime green jumpsuit for her hearings. I told everybody back then because I looked it up, and the one inmate I was talking to told me also the lime green scrub looking, jail outfits is actually mental hold or whatever. So I already knew that she was going to use mental insanity as a plea, and that's just so fucked up. It's so fucked up. I mean, Chris Watts wasn't even given that option. I don't even think he's still been. I'll have to ask Jamie. I still don't think Chris Watts has been evaluated yet. Unless she had a prescription, Carla, and she had refills on them. That's possible. Or she wouldn't have even needed to see the doctor. She just would have been able to call in to get her prescription refilled. And someone with a bum knee like that age, they might have given her a couple refills. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't you think Ellie would have checked if Grandis was at hospital? I would think so. Yes, I would think so. Like I said, I'm just saying I don't personally believe it, but like I said, it could be, but we just don't know. Because there's been some cases even around in Tennessee where the parents are getting blamed and you right away see, people are coming on, law enforcement's coming on. There actually, I don't remember the family, but there was cops saying right away, and I think it was like North Carolina maybe, but the cops at a press conference right away and said, back off the family. Back off this family. It's not them. Back off of them. Stop that right now. Now, here's the thing. We have this law enforcement, and again, guys, if you're chatting questions, I'm on a rant again. I don't watch chat, but now law enforcement in the Hawkins County, and for this case is saying, we got a lot of misinformation because of social media. Okay, I understand that. Now, how could they curb that though? How could they help curb some of the misinformation within social media? We could have got Ronnie Lawson answering any other question except for going on Twitter saying, no, I'm not his cousin. Why is that the first thing you start answering? We could have had Ronnie Lawson or anybody, anyone, Leslie Hart or whatever her name is, anyone, go up on front of the camera and say, okay, we have confirmed Don Walls was at work. We can confirm that, right? Okay, that would put a curb in a lot of miscommunication and maybe get us focused less on Don or whatever. Like, they could come out and say the littlest fucking thing that would help the misinformation, but they're not doing that. They haven't done that in 8 months. So that's weird to me too. They haven't come out and said, yep, we can confirm. In 8 months, I've spoken to 3 of the workers, but they would not record it. Remember that. They planned interviews with me and was back and on. And I said, okay. And then when it was time to record, nothing, crickets. And then, do you still want to record that? And they actually were like, well, no, he was there or whatever, but no, we don't really want to be on recording now. Why? It's a grand jury has been called into the seat in the town. Just curious. I have no idea. Ronnie Lawson is sus. Me neither, Callie. Yeah, and it could have been a call. Could have been a phone call, FaceTime doctor appointment too. Or she could have had that and just had refills on it. Whatever, maybe. I don't know. But it could have been, again, if they had the information on that, that's something that could have been said in a press conference if and would help curb some of the misinformation. Okay, get on there then. Get somebody on there and say, yeah, we have confirmed grandma was at the hospital. We have confirmed she was at the pharmacy then. We have confirmed Don Wells was at work from such and such time. But we haven't seen any of that. But we see that in a lot of other cases. Why not with the Wells? Walking home before Summer got home. I don't even know if that's true. We've never even heard the actual 911 calls. Oh, thank you, Ian. But it's not hard to just keep things real, keep things just exactly how you feel them, you say them. I still get haters and whatever, but I mean, I don't really worry about it. It does stress me out, it upsets me, but at the same time, I know I'm just speaking how I feel. And if it's wrong, then don't watch me. Don't subscribe to me if you don't like that. But I'm not saying either that I'm right. I'm just Daisy Joe. We cannot, because there are many folks like that hearsay. Yeah, haters gonna hate. Better than facts. It is drama that is the big seller. Yeah, that's another thing that actually concerns me is why they're not doing that. And another thing that concerns me is the reward fund. Let's say if someone does not get found, and again, now think of the area we're told that they're all druggies, they're all these bad people, and we have a almost $80,000 reward fund. That's not even, it hasn't helped. That tells me we're never finding Summer. I'm sorry. But for way, way less than $74,000, everyone would have flipped on their mom. If we're to believe what we're being told about this area, everybody's addicted. They're all these bad people, right? Well, usually people like that, they're gonna turn for their next score. They don't care how much it is. They just, you know what I'm saying? So why do we have any of that? I'm sorry. I'm being real and saying, I said it months ago when the reward fund was like 30 something $1,000. I'm like, why are we raising the reward fund? Because everybody and their mom would already freaking tried to get their hands on that money. Now we got it up to almost, I think it's $74,000. Where's everybody at? But for $74,000, you give information to bring a little girl home. I don't think you're gonna have to worry about being a rat because you're gonna be protected, and then you're gonna have, $74,000 to start a life with. I mean, you don't think they're gonna? No, no. This is a. This is just. It's getting sad. It's getting pathetic. It's getting. It's just like stop it already. Like, Benny, stop. Like, how can you even go forward protecting someone like Candace? You lost every child. You have lost every child you gave birth to, and you don't care. I have you on recording saying you're fucking awesome. We need your daddy now. We need your daddy now. Yeah, it's sick, you guys. It's really sick. And also, he said to his wife, Don said to Candace, "You're going down." Why would that even be said, right? And I told you they have something on each other. They have something on each other. Don't believe anyone that's backing them right now, because what you're going to see, well, as soon as their agreement comes up, when they can actually talk the truth and stop playing these games, however many years they've signed away on, which is fucking dumb, and they knew I would never do that bullshit. Fuck that. That is a problem in itself, where you need to be signing NDAs to even have conversations with these people. That's why they get on Don's ass every time he talks to me, because I didn't sign that. I didn't sign one of them. Anything I've seen in the background or here, I can fucking say, because I didn't sign no NDA. And that's why they had him change his fucking phone number to try not to contact me. When he did call me from the new phone, let me tell you, I know everybody was like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what are we gonna do? Oh my God, what the fuck?" It's so funny. They're talking that did sign. Well, who, I don't know who that would be. I know some people said, I think Cam and Ali are starting to talk out. I don't know if that's true. I don't watch them. I used to. But what about the part where Grandis supposedly said Candace was on the phone with Don for a long time when they got to the swim hole? Ah, I do too, Carla. I do think that there's currently 3 different states working together right now. Now, if you think about it, if poor Don was really just going through it, I think there would have been some leniency. They would have said, "Oh, like his daughter's missing, his kids were taken away." I don't think they would have been so harsh on Don. Do you? I mean, because we all see and feel like they have been letting them get away with everything and anything, right? So the fact that they actually did take them in on the charges, which I know, like the heels on the ground peeps are trying to take credit for this. This is bullshit. It's been in the plan all of the time. They found their way, yep, and they used it. You know, Don and Candace knows exactly what they're doing by doing this. They knew that. That's why Don, right before he went to jail, was they were both. It wasn't Don, "Oh, I need your dad." It was Don and Candace, "We really need your daddy right now." You see what I'm saying? We really need your dad. Well, you guys, why did my dad go to prison for 18 years? Why was my dad in prison for 18 years? That should tell a lot of people right there. Like, why do you need input from my dad? Because my dad's charges is murder and assault. So why would you need my daddy's help so bad? Huh? Hey, that girl. Why? Why would you need that? And again, yes, they were absolutely panicking. Panicking. We need him right now. We need him right now. And then a few days later, he's arrested. They knew that this was going to happen. And again, the recording says, "Oh, you're afraid that," I said, "they're going to try to separate you guys and have you guys flip on one another, right?" And Don said, "Yes." And Candace was like, "Yeah." And so, see, Cher, we really need your dad right now. We really need him. I don't know, Jennifer, because the whole Utah thing is very freaking weird to me too. It's weird. From my knowledge, Summer Wells has never been to Utah. Yes, it's in her name, but that memorial rock placement is weird to me. And the other thing that's weird to me is allowing them to leave the state. They left the state multiple times, guys. They went to Utah. They placed this rock thing there. They clearly never thought that she would just show up one day. Or why are you off in California and doing all these things, and you're in Utah making a rock memorial? Like, why? Why? It doesn't make sense. You know why you were allowed to leave state? You were allowed to leave state because you're being tailed, my friend. they wanted to be led to your daughter. That's why. That's the only thing I can get from it. Mr. Positive. Okay. Share question. Did TBI check the red card GPS to see if he was actually at work or at home? I am not sure, and that's all information we won't get released to us. We're just YouTubers. We're not going to get any information. So Trisha going on her thing saying police is giving her information. And fucking Ernie. Oh yeah, detectives are telling me this and that. I promise you, I've been in contact multiple times with detectives, sheriffs, TBI agents, everyone. They aren't giving me information. So I know the fuck they're not giving anybody else information. They're not going to give any of us with a YouTube channel information on the case or tell us where this case is going or what the leads are. I'm sorry, but the people believing that shit really need a rude awakening. That's sad. Because there's no way. That is not happening. Oh, hey, Ernie Shaw, you're a YouTuber that's been questioned in murder of a governor or senator. Let me give you information on Summer Walls. You go back on your YouTube and share it. Get the fuck out of here. Trisha, really? She's getting information? Well, see, she done just fucked herself, because if she truly has family that's law enforcement and being a mole, I've turned all that in and I've let them know, well, there's this person that says, she's from Tennessee, so I don't know where her family members is law enforcement at. Here's her name. Here's where she lives. If you know her family member, like, obviously it's not true, right? But just in the off case that maybe Trisha has a mole in her ear that's really law enforcement in Tennessee giving her details, which I can tell you right now, I know it's a crock of shit, because what does she ever put on her channel? She's getting so close to cracking the case. What does she do? What has she gotten close to? She's listed all of us. She's taken all of our stuff and ran with it. But then she just trashes everybody and makes up rumors and lies about everybody and says, like, for 7 years she needs a tombstone for her son now. But then there's today a video of her with, like, I think $1,000 cash, waving it around the camera. Where is your son's headstone, Trisha? Or were you flexing your rent money? That's right. She had just got her cash assistance and tried to flex on a YouTube short. Get the fuck out of here. People need to vet who they're watching better. Like, if they want actual information on a case, people that actually research and actually get close to the sources and puts out the shit and doesn't care about manipulation of media and any narrative in any which way. Because I think I'm open to all narratives. I mean, it's pretty clear how I feel and what I think happened. But I've been open to all narratives. I think anything is possible. Except an alien abduction. I'm not going to go there. Bigfoot and aliens didn't come take Summer. Okay, that's where I will draw the line myself. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, be careful, because it doesn't even, it doesn't make sense. So if she really actually does have law enforcement family in her ear telling her things and being a mole, and it's being released on YouTube, well, guess what? You think that they're not going to be looked at now? You're mistaken. So congratulations on ruining your family's careers. Good job. I'm sure that they all were willingly putting their, long law enforcement careers on the line for your YouTube channel, Trisha. Oh my God, they bully me. All anyone does is bully me. What? Are we fucking serious here? Anyway, again, just vet who you're getting information from. There are some of us who are very nosy, curious people and like to get information from the horse's mouth. Thank you, Shayna, and I'm so sorry I saw another one up there and I was on a rant. Shayna, was that you again? Thank you so much. Thank you. If I missed super sticker, Merbella, thank you so much for that. I'm so sorry I didn't. Thank you, Railway. She's gone now, right? I don't honestly know. I don't care if she wants to be on a platform or not. Don't fucking lie about me. Oh, and then I've got agents, I've got detectives on my case and blah, blah, blah. You have to literally then have an attorney that's going to help you in every state. And she sure shit doesn't have a record or anything of me bullying her. I'm in Canada. I'm in fucking Canada. Good luck with that, because she'd have to come here. And secondly, law enforcement, if they're really going to do something like that and take out warrants, they're going to actually do their vetting and everything. They're going to see that my shit hasn't had nothing to do. I've never called Trisha. I think I've left a few comments to her when she's dragging me. So I cannot be tied to any of the shit, including the strikes on her channel, which if she had the proof that I struck her channel, the bitch would show it. It never happened. She's fucking crazy. She's crazy. Just crazy. Foxy. She's flexing her freaking rent money. Thank you, not my monkey. Not my monkey, not my circus. That is a good name. Aw. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not there. It's just there's just no way. I can't be tied to that shit whatsoever. So I think that's funny. And then part of her thing is they're slandering me, they're defaming me, they're saying this and that. They called me a prostitute or this and that, and it's not true. You literally went on your platform and you called my dad a serial killer, and that's not true. You went on your platform and told everyone that you got my dad's records and talked to people who told you that they let my dad out of prison early because of COVID. That's not true. Like, you are so fucking dumb. We live in Canada. My dad's Canadian. He went to prison in British Columbia. Okay? Kamloops. Google it all you want. You will never find any Canadians' records online. It's against the law here. No police officer or law enforcement got on the phone with Trisha and told them shit about my dad. That didn't happen. She's lying. A murderer and a serial killer are two different things. And you go around and call my dad a serial killer. You then went around and lied. You straight up pulled a story out of your ass that never fucking happened. And you said that I chased my ex-husband, which I've never been married before, that I chased my ex around, not with just any knife, but you said a butcher knife. Where the fuck do you get your shit from? Because that never happened. Where is the documents to prove that? Show me, Trisha. You want to talk about being able to get people for slander and lies and defamation? That's it, girlfriend. That's it. Then you're going to have hella cases against you too, you dumbass. Oh, and it's a good thing you are off of line, because I'm telling you right now, I've been saying for weeks, as you've been talking about these detectives, guess what the number one thing a detective would say? Because I actually went to detectives. They would tell you, change your phone number, get the fuck off of YouTube. Don't associate with anybody that you are making the reports on. Do not go on your platform and continuously bash the very people you are making reports on. Dumb bitch. Didn't your law enforcement family teach you anything? I can go on and on, you guys, and I'm literally just being honest. I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm just being honest. I'm tired of the bullshit. I don't like just being a bitch to someone for no reason. But at some point, you have to like show them that you are not fucking dumb as they are, and show them like, okay, this is what real knowledge looks like, sweetheart. Fuck. I think Henderson Fawn made that stone monument to Summer because they saw the Petito family doing it on the news. There you go with them watching others in the news. Yep. And you know they've got their little circle behind them, you know, telling them what would look good. Do this, look good. Just like the pictures of the kids taped in their car. That was strategic, and that is media coaching. And I know who did that, and I'm not going to say it. But I know who told them to do that. And maybe that person meant well. but you shouldn't have had to tell them that. But you did that so that they looked better in the media and everything, that they looked better. That's media coaching. So you know, I never fall for that. I'm like, somebody told them to do that. Somebody media coached him right there and said, do this will look good, you know, because he was in his car driving for interviews and shit. So Nixie, Mr. Cher's taking a nap. She's a liar, narcissist. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The smartest thing she could do is stay off of YouTube, and if she wants to have a platform, I'm not pro cancel culture or whatever. If she wants to have a platform, I'm for that, but don't say it's to help find a missing girl. Then just say that you're part of the drama community and continue bashing us all. That, I mean, there's one thing that Molly Golightly said that I was like, yes, bitch, you know, like she knows. Okay. Molly was like, we need the hate channels. And I've said this all along. I don't go, people are like, why don't you strike these people? Oh, I don't care. I don't care, because there is a saying that's well known, and it's even bad publicity is good publicity. Publicity is publicity. So when people are dragging me and straight up lying, like, I know they're lies. Yeah, it's hurtful, but people are then getting curious. Who is this person? Right? We've all done it. We're humans. It's in our nature. And so it helps me. It uplifts me more than it brings me down. It hurts my feelings for a little while, but damn, my subs grow. And then people go back and they watch and they're like, wow, people, like, I learned who you were because of all the hate, but then I start watching and I get to know you a little bit more, and wow, like, I can't believe I believe all that. I love those messages. I love when that happens. That keeps me going. So continue on. And not only that, but when they're doing that, I'm on here, I'm talking about Summer, right? So yeah, they're dragging me and they're using my clips. So they are also my number one fans. They're subscribed, they have their alerts on, they're always the first thumbs up. People are coming to me because they're using my name. It's a very, it's freaking Media 101. Kris Jenner even knows this, right? Like, hello, this is good for me. Keep it up. Share my clips. But when you're doing that, you're also hearing the name of who I'm talking about, which currently in the last 8 months has been Summer Wells. Summer Wells. So yeah, they're dragging me, but guess what? More people are hearing the name Summer Wells. So if they're looking me up, they're also looking up Summer Wells, right? Can't ask for nothing more than that. Do I lose some subs? Yeah, fuck yeah. But we all do. Every one of us creators, we lose, we gain. We lose, we gain. I need the hate channels to keep me going. I love that. Keep on making the videos about me. Keep trying to make me look bad, because it really says more about those people than me. I actually gain more subscribers after people do that than I lose. So, I mean, hey, we need those hate channels. So no, I don't go strike them. I don't really care. It's funny to me. It was more hurtful at first, but then I started telling myself, well, wait a minute, I need that. I need those, just like the bad magazine articles on, let's say, Kim Kardashian or anybody. They need those. That's what helps make those people famous. Either good publicity or the bad publicity. Either way, it's publicity. And it's the same on YouTube. And a lot of people know that. That's why a lot of the creators go at each other. They know that you guys are going to be invested. You're actually subbed to both of these creators most of the time, but you're going back and forth and you're watching them fight. We love drama as humans. That's why the Kardashians are long reigning. That's why we got reality TV. That's why we got the Real Housewives of New York and, you know, all of these places. We love that shit. And true crime is mostly females. It's what I'm going to go with 99%. Maybe that's kind of lowered. I'll go with 90. I'll be generous. I'll say 90% of us are females in true crime. And yes, I'm going to sound very sexist right now. Females love drama, myself included. But I don't even think we can really help it. We love it. and it's more so with females than the males. You got some males out there doing this kind of drama shit, and it's tacky. I don't like to see the guys doing that but yeah, I mean, it's part of it. But if you're going to do that, have your platform and say, I'm a drama channel. I'm just here for whatever drama, going after the people in surrounding missing children cases or whatever. Just be honest about what your platform is for. And that's why I've been trying to keep it separate. Because I don't want to come on here and I don't want to be like, okay, let's go over the maps or summer wells and then, oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. I don't like it. So I've been trying to keep it separate. So we've got these, playing off of Wendy Williams' show, if you will, and doing the hot topics. And we can vent it all. We can all bring our shit here and vent it all. But then when I have it on here and I'm tagging Summer Wells and we're going over research and things to do with the case, it's separate. Yeah, karma. Yes, if we could, but unfortunately, that's what. Yeah, I wish it was another way, but that's honestly, that's what sells. It is what sells. If people love when I go after Molly Golightly and vice versa, and it's stupid because I don't. A lot of my subs are actually probably sub to Molly Golightly. But you can't also make everybody like everybody either. But do I want to see Molly Golightly lose her channel? No, I don't. Do I want to see Blowhorn Betty lose her channel? No. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's fair. I will say there is one creator that I do not think should have a platform. And I've said that all along. That's Critical K. And that's because Critical K is disgusting. And she is damaging to the family members of cases. When you are that's the only person, and that's because if you have a platform and you can do damage to the victims' families, and that's what you're doing, and you're telling the mother of a son who was murdered, whether you believe it was murder or suicide, it doesn't matter. You do not go on your platform and tell Mrs. Ray Andriacchio, I am going to, or what'd she say? I am going to fumble you. I'm going to tumble you, you bitch. Excuse me, what? Because she's been fighting for years to prove that her son's registered suicide is actually murder. You say you're going to tumble her because you're taking the side of the who, in my opinion, is the murderers. You're taking their side and you're doing it for the shock value. But you can't do that. You can't tell a victim's mom that you're going to tumble her. I'm sorry, but that is someone who probably doesn't deserve to have a platform. That's dangerous. That is unacceptable. You and I would never say that about Candace. You just don't do that. I don't want to fumble or tumble Candace. If Candace done something wrong, I want Candace to go to prison because she'll be miserable there. And to be honest, I believe Candace deserves to be in prison because she's an abuser of children, neglectful. There's charges there that I'm shocked she doesn't have. I don't want to tumble her or whatever the fuck she said, So, yeah, so you were subbed so many. I've done a lot of unsubbing. I've done a lot of unsubbing. And it's good because for me, I don't have the time to watch everybody anyway. So, fuck it. No, not crama, it's a drama. Yeah. And I'm crama, I kind of like, the true crime drama. Just say that then. Yeah. You're dealing with drama and true crime. That's fair. Label that. Mr. Positive. Do you think H&C had a physical? Yeah. Ugh, my stomach just turned even reading that. I do. I really, really do. I really, really do. I'll just leave it at that. 100%. Yeah. Well, then that's all they can really do. And that's all they've got for their content. It's draining. It does get, tiring. Even for me, I'm like down. I'm like, I don't want to just come on and say the same stuff over and over to these people. You know, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to bring you guys good content. Even with this Real Housewives of YouTube. I'm like, should I even want to do this? But I think people I do think people need a place for the venting and addressing certain things. And like I said, I just think maybe it should be kept separate. I have not spoken to Candace since that very last phone call before Dawn's arrest. That's the last contact I've had with Candace. I texted her and said, "Are you ready? Don's gonna flip on you. Remember, he told me when he went to jail, or if he was to go to jail through this, and you and Candace was out living her life happy up on that hill, that he was going to flip." And you guys heard the voice memos. Let me actually, if I can find it, I'll play it for you. It's probably way back there now because we text so much. Okay. Oh, and you guys, the church people actually got mad at me. They addressed how our streams are for prayer requests only because I went their last one I was in there, like I asked, why does Robin cover for Don and Candace? And I was like, now that Don's in prison or jail, it says that he'll flip on Candace. Are y'all ready? No, they straight up got mad. We had this problem last week with you, and we have these streams for prayer requests. They scolded me for asking questions in the chat, but they're defending these people, and I think it's fair to ask them what the fuck. Okay. I'm just trying to find it. Let's listen to them. Kiddo exposed ink. Have her check her email. She will be in shock. Wait, what? Kiddo exposed ink. Hi, Eve. Oh, thank you, Taco Tuesday. I have deleted the GoFundMe, by the way, because we have to try and get a computer now. So I deleted my teeth GoFundMe. Wait, I'm trying to find the voice clips. Maybe I passed. Oh yeah. Pass. Wait, why was you coming? I can't see because I'm on StreamYards. Why was you guys have to be mindful what you're deleting if it's not bad. You and Mrs. Cher are like the perfect combo. You say it how you feel, no fear. Mrs. Cher is laid back. Thank you, Mexi. Oh yeah, I deleted my teeth GoFundMe, yeah. I'm gonna piss off the haters and put our computer stuff up on one. Where the heck? It'd be forwarded, right? All right, hold on. Okay, I'll play a few here.
Just talked to TBI detective. Please don't share this information, but they went and talked to Frank Light Friday. But I don't think we should share that information, please. But just to let you know. And this is probably like the fourth or fifth time, just to let you know. Thank you.
I deleted my Teeth GoFundMe because I have Cash App and PayPal anyways, if people want to help with that, but I'll just slowly pay that off when I get my YouTube payment. So that's why I deleted that. I'm going to post the computer stuff and everything. I thought, I don't want to, we like to keep it separate. I don't want to have a GoFundMe because some of you have said, hey, put this towards a computer or whatever. Well, that GoFundMe is for my teeth and going towards my teeth. And so if you wanted to help with the computer, I'm just going to make one for the computer. That way you guys can see, here's the computer that we are saving for. Here's how much I think it's important to show. Like I've said to Trisha, show, like if she made a GoFundMe, like this is how much the headstone is, post the pictures of the headstone you want. This is how much we made. GoFundMe shows how much you have made and all of that. Every day Texas is better. I'm still not 100% yet, but I don't think I'll be 100% till really, because like every 2 weeks my it shrinks and I have to get a new soft liner redone like every 2 to 3 weeks. So it feels okay for like a week or two, but then when they loosen again, I have to get them fixed. So yeah, it's very up and down, but I ate the other day, Mr. Sure got corn nuts, and I've never been able to eat corn nuts. And I ate corn nuts. I actually made him go get me another bag like the next day because I was so excited. I was eating corn nuts. Yeah, the money criticism, whatever. No, I don't just say, okay, well, here's my teeth one. I'm going to leave that up. And if you guys want to help with the computer, no, I don't like to do that. I want to be completely transparent with people and let you guys know this is, how much was made. And then, of course, we have no problems. I've shown all my receipts. We live streamed my surgery and us paying for it. But yeah, I just like to keep it separate. I'll get dragged for it either way, no matter what. But I'm also, I don't know, it felt weird to put like computer stuff on the we have there's Amazon wish list. So that felt weird too. But he's had his computer for how long? Like 15 years, I think. And you guys have been able to see through our lives when we're using it, all of a sudden it frees up and we're working most of our lives lately off of his phone and my phone, trying to pull up things to show you guys. And it's a lot. Our phone screens are tiny. Like it's a lot. And then, yeah, we'll pull up on the computer to try and make it better for you guys. And then as you guys know, it gets all frozen, it stops, and then all the ad comes on, and then the computer's not usable again. Last time he turned it off, it was like 2 days. So he went through and did virus things, but it's old. He's done a lot with it. But bottom dentures are really tough. I've heard that throughout a lot of people. The bottom dentures it's quite normal. Okay, let me find that. Let me find. Let me. Oh. There's so many texts. I don't even know where it's at. I wanted to play for you the one where he's like, "Need your dad. We really need your dad." It was right before he got arrested. So when was that? He got arrested February 7th. So that's the 9th, the 8th. Okay, hold on. Play this one too.
Oh, I met not Frank, but his brother before when he was on horseback and I was on my motorcycle. We were searching for that other girl that got gone, and that's when I met them and we got to talking, him and his wife, and they decided to go one way and I went the other because I had a dirt bike and I had horses. And TBI has used him in the search for Summer a few times. It's helped try to find Summer.
That's alarming that TBI would use one of the lights to help in the search of Summer. That is fucked up. No? Anybody else think that? Vibrating dishes? I'm waiting for that last clip and then I'm gonna end this where, you know, it was right before you went to jail. I'm on my phone. I didn't send the phone call ones to. Those are on my phone, not on this for sure. So I can't show them to you yet. We'll show them to you guys again. But go back on my old stuff and I play it. But yeah, you guys. I mean, a lot of you heard it. He was begging to talk to my dad, and he was saying they want to separate us to get us to flip on one another. That was within a week of him getting arrested, actually. So again, don't be discouraged, guys. I have a feeling that they were waiting for that fuck up from Don, and now they're holding him, right? They got him for 6 months right now. So there's lots of time to try and get information from them now, which again, I think is a bigger thing. Like I said, I think it's possible that we have Utah, Wisconsin, and Tennessee. Utah, Wisconsin, and Tennessee possibly all working together and making a much bigger case out of this is what I'm hoping is happening, where I try to keep the faith in law enforcement doing what's right and hopefully trying to put a good closure to this and bring Summer home, either safe and alive or bring her home, because I know like everyone deserves to have a proper burial. Yes, after 8 months, unfortunately, I'm sorry, trigger warning, I do feel like she is no longer living. I do, I feel that. One of the LE channels said they won't question right away because they want them to get real feel of jail. Yes, they're gonna let them. Yeah, I think that's true. I think that might have been Duty Run, where they're gonna let them sweat it out a little bit, and then and start questioning. Let them. Yeah, that's what will happen. Don was close to slipping. He's going to slip. He's going to slip, and then they won't need a warrant to question. As soon as Don says something, then they will be able to question without the warrants of Candace. And they don't need warrants now to put the heat on Don. So I hope so. I think there is a conclusion. Like I said, we know law enforcement is holding on to certain things that we will never be told or know. And so any YouTuber coming on here pretending that law enforcement is in their ear, or their family is law enforcement and they're in their ear, don't believe that. It's not true. No YouTuber is getting any information that's not out there for people to look up themselves. We are not getting any hot lead or tip. We're not. None of us are. I'm not. Benny's not. Trisha's not. Ernie's not. Mr. Cher is not. Checking convictions is not. I could keep going on. None of us are getting that. So that's why my Don needs my dad's help. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But see, the difference between Don and my dad right away immediately owned up to his shit. Still to this day says my own actions got me where I was at, and you know, like he doesn't He's not like Don, oh, it's this person, or that person. Yes, I blame my grandma and my mom for some of my dad's troubles, and even he won't do that. He's like, nope, nope, I did my own actions. Yeah, the Mexican border, yeah, that is just weird. All right, I'm gonna end this one. But be live tomorrow. Maybe I'll get energy to go live tonight. I don't know. Oh, and she can't collect calls from her husband. That's fucking hilarious. That's just fucking hilarious. Go visit him then. Can you visit? Or are they keeping them apart for a reason? Like, hello. The Prayer Garden, Solomon's Church for Summers is on Lone Star Road. Yeah, and that whole thing is weird to me too. I never understood why is Summers Prayer Garden at a whole different church and not at what's it called? The SDA church that Summer loved so much. Why is it a whole different church and religion? If I'm not mistaken, that's like a Lutheran or Baptist or something. It's not SDA. But that's where the prayer garden is for Summer. It's weird. Everything is weird. Thank you for all the super chats. Welcome to the new members. Choo choo. Thank you everyone for listening. TBI is saying foul play is on the table. I did hear that. Foul play is on the table now. And that's not good for Don and Candace. At this point, anyone trying to defend Don and Candace, to me, it's just stupid. But I already know, mark my words, I've been saying it all along, the very same people, when Candace and Don, I'm going to manifest that shit. When Candace and Don are both in prison for what has happened to Summer, whatever it may be, you're going to see the very same people just, all they're doing is slowly keeping, well, they're reporting, let's be all the way honest. They are, like my dad said, my dad fully believes that Benny or one of those people who are frequenting there is working undercover to help put them behind bars. If that's the case, so be it. Benny did say he'd play the game to the very end, no matter what it took. So be it. But that's a problem. And you're not, I don't like when people are like that. But anyway, you're going to see the very same people turn on them. And then what? Is there going to be apologies to the people who are at least honest about their feelings all along? No, fuck no. They're just going to act like it's never happened and whatever, and they did whatever. You know, trust me, mark my words, that these people are collecting and saving future content, and they want to be the ones to say, I was in their house. I slept under the roof with them. I did this. That's exactly what is happening, and that you will see. Any final words, Mr. Chair?
Be nice.
Okay, you said be nice. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Thank you so much for listening, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, you would think so, that girl. Yeah. All right, love y'all. Goodbye.